Thank you. Now, at this juncture, maybe I can take some questions from the audience. People may have some questions to ask. Anyone?
Very convenient.
Yes, lady over there.
Hello, AAT, AI, Nick. I think Sorry, I repeat again. My name is Sumita. I am from AITQ Management Consulting. Firstly, I'm very impressed with Encik Hafiz for his solution of getting operators to do their own inspection, which is being accountable for your own process. So that is one of the ways to inculcate a quality culture. And my question is, what do you think about how companies are inculcating quality culture in organizations? I believe both J. Hafiz and Mr. Daniel mentioned that there are gaps which is related to people not being able to handle issues in production. So would a quality culture help? And how can leaders support this? Thank you.
I will be speaking also from J-Skill point of view because we've been working closely with J-Skill. So we already speak to them what we really needs and how we can elevate the ownership, the trainings, the regimes, right? I think this is where industry have to also step up. If we expect the so-called training institutions to fully prepare talents without real factory inputs, we will be in a bad shape. All right. But also, to be fair, if we don't really like get ourselves involved in shaping talents, right? We don't have much to complain. And if we wait for the university to produce talents, there'll be definitely a mismatch. So we've been speaking closely how we can provide with J-Skill. In fact, we already done a first batch earlier this year. We're sending a 15 packs for like 22 days trainings, and we measure the outcome of or the effectiveness of that training. So typically, we always push like go for trainings. How much training hours we have been completing, but do we really look at how do we gain from that trainings, right? So what is the next plan? What is the outcome that they'll be using to how do they use that training for the applications? So we have a sessions with J-Skill. They presented those ideas. They have we probably have created some sense of belonging when they sent for training, when they presented the ideas. You'll be amazed to see when we put certain expectations on what we really expect from the trainings, and we've seen a lot of ideas coming up from the group presentations. I think Dr. Anas also can compliment on that. He was amazed. He feel that he saw that for the first time, and we never done this before. It's really encouraging. But if I'll relate back to Sumita points, right? Quality and also the people. I keep having the same challenge. I think of all of us having the same challenge, and we keep asking one questions: what keep us stay awake at night thinking about our factory? It's our people, right? I keep awake at night thinking about our people. From quality standpoint, it's very hard to instill the mindset of ownerships. All right. And you can't give up. And when we challenge, we must be there. And then the fact that the quality culture, the maturity of the lean improvement, you have to be there from top down. You can't just expect them to run the show. You have to be there and be able to advocate like I mentioned before, you have to allow them to fail. But how can they learn quickly from their failure and grow further?
Okay, we are just out of time, but what I wanted to do is just get the speakers to wrap up, right? Two questions, right? Maybe this two's perspective. First is, what do you think ad hoc JS-SEZ would do for you in the area of workforce, affiliate or integration? Second is the what's on many of us mind, the Iran war and gas prices, cost of prices increasing, and geopolitical tensions around tariffs and the impact that you can see. So maybe you can just round off with that.
All right. A big question for last question. That's quite a big question. But yeah, I mean, I'll try to wrap up about Johor skills. I don't have to sell Johor skills too much since I've got compliments from my fellow panelists. But yeah, in the sense of JS-SEZ, we look at this as a big opportunity, not just for Johor, but the whole region. Johor, Singapore, as well as the countries within the region to step up. And in terms of the human capital, we see that cross collaboration is a must because of the talent mobility. We see talents moving from one place to the other. So it is compulsory for us to collaborate with our counterparts. For example, Johor Skills, we are collaborating with the likes of Singapore Poly, Republic Poly, and ITE in Singapore to ensure that we can align the standards. We don't want companies from Singapore coming in and not trusting the certifications that we produce, right? So to gain the trust, what we do is that we co-brand the certain certifications. We provide globally recognized certifications that is recognized worldwide by the likes of Microsoft, CompTIA, ICDL, and whatnot. And of course, there are challenges in terms of the war. We don't know how long it will go on. In fact, we are currently in the process of renovating our building in Johor Skills, and our consultant just mentioned to us that the price will increase by 40%. And I say, hey, this is my budget. I want to do certain things. And with this particular increase in prices, that means that we, the companies, the industry, the government, we have to be more productive. We have to be more productive, and we have to be, more flexible in terms of facing whatever challenges that we have. And in that note, I welcome everyone to talk after this, perhaps, and we can continue the conversation later.
Thank you. I wish we have more time. Yeah, okay. For the first question about the hopes for JS-SEZ, of course, we would like this JS-SEZ to eventually provide the equitable distribution of wealth. That's the whole purpose of having a special economic zone. And this idea is not new to Malaysia. We have been introducing the economic corridors for so long. And this time around, we had one zone with two economies supporting the success of it. And at the end of the day, it has to be put on the ground. Wages must be increased to commensurate the skill set. Livelihood must be improved, and we need to see that people on the ground, especially in Johor, for that matter, can really benefit from what we are doing for JS-SEZ. And that can only happen if we have a commitment from both sides. We've been telling this to our Singaporean counterparts as well. Just to echo what Mr. Bidon mentioned just now, we have this Johor-Singapore JSCMC collaboration minister committee, in which we are discussing about how best can be tried the joint working groups together across talent development, the ease of doing business, connectivity and on. But at the same time, we want to make sure that whatever that we're trying to do, again, coming back to my earlier point, it can be found on the ground. and that is key in terms of measuring the success of this JS-SEZ. And if you look at the master plan of JS-SEZ, we have identified quite a number of metrics. Let me just share one with you. One of it is to look at how you can increase the median wage. That is very important. And the fact that we are still lagging behind KL is an opportunity for us. It's a challenge and also an opportunity. We know for a fact that we need to be at least at par with KL. Otherwise, we cannot really position JS-SEZ as a destination for talent. It will always be a destination for investment. But let's be certain on this. We want Johor to be the melting pot for talents. And for us to be able to accommodate or facilitate the growth of the 11 sectors for JS-SEZ, we must make sure that it has to be a destination for talents. And at Talent Corp, we are trying our level best to not just prepare our talents locally, but we are looking at tapping into the talent pools abroad. We have high concentration of Malaysians abroad, of course in Singapore, in other parts of the world. And we are using all our initiatives, incentives to try to bring them back and serve in JS-SEZ. That's one. Number two, for the Iran war, of course, I think it's an open secret. VUCA is the, coming from the perspective of businesses, they have taken into consideration of the VUCA. They know for a fact that one way or the other they will be affected. And just this Iran war is just one of it. I'm not saying, I'm not downplaying the effect of Iran war, but what I'm trying to highlight is the fact that they have taken this into consideration and they have been forced to look at how certain measures can be put in place so that they can either, cushion the impact or see how they can continue to be relevant and sustainable and thrive in this environment. Thank you.
Okay, we are quite tight on time, so maybe shorter summary. Okay, maybe Mr. Hafiz, you can start.
Actually, these two gentlemen has summarized everything quite well. At the end of the day, I'm on board on what they have been saying just now on high-paying jobs. We wanted to make sure that everyone have a good life balance. At the end of the day, we wanted to retain our talents. We wanted to make sure they have a good, clear career progressions. On the war side, as Dr. Hasni said this morning, there's nothing much we can do, but we are not going to down the fact that this is happening. We have to do everything within our four wall and what we can do in our capacity to elevate or improve further. All right. Okay, thank you.
On the economic zone side, it's my job as a plant manager to assume worst case, right? Always, and what this means to us. But I think this ties back to the earlier comments. We need to focus on creating internally high-paying, high-skilled jobs, stay ahead of the curve, and that's how we maintain our balance. On the war side, I trust you understand as an American citizen from America coming, I limit my comments, but of course we know the impact and we'll adjust accordingly.
Thank you. I think I just skip to question number 2 because it's between me and the lunch. So we are the turn procurement by you. Yeah. So as a imagine let's say we just do 50 million pairs of shoe for Nike, and the increase of petrol is 2 cents to the cost. We are talking about $1 million cost that we need to pay. So that is the impact that we have to face daily.
Thank you.